The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
So I stop in a local bar, you know, people. I go to the bar. I rent my coat. I call the bartender. I said, look, man, come down here. You got down there. So what you want? One bourbon, one scotch.
Coming in. I know I'm live on Facebook. I've already started that. I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on Periscope right now. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. I see my buddy Glenn Spillman is checking in on Sports Insider. Talk about that a little bit after a while. It's going to be another crazy adventure on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. I'm having a little contact problem tonight, so I've got the glasses I'm bouncing back and forth with. I made everything bigger so I can see it, so hopefully it'll work. Ryan Carey and Sandy Thibodeau have both joined. I'm going to talk about Miss Sandy and Ken. So Sandy's listening and Ken's listening, so that means they're sitting in two different parts of the house. Ken's in the shop, Sandy's in the house. And Shannon White, Rafe's wife, is online. Hey, TK Jr., Tommy Killingsworth. He is a good friend of mine, and he also, I actually had a promo up here for him. Crap. Oh, TK's Customer Design. Now, TK just did some hero cards for my good buddy Ken Thibodeau. Doug Smith, I see he's checked in all the way from Hawaii. And we're going to talk about him a little bit, too. But TK, Tommy Killingsworth Jr., has got a business where he does, like, the hero cards and custom car posters and T-shirt designs and photo restoration and digitizing, race car layouts, event flyers, and digital marketing. TK's a really good guy. I saw what he did with Ken's cards, or his hero cards. They are unbelievable. Give this guy a call. 601-551-2567. I'm going to have his link up on the show or on the page after the show so you can check that. So anybody that's listening, that's watching the show, and I see y'all are listening, if you need hero cards, Uncle Dub, DW Heritage just checked in. If you need any kind of design work, like I said, he did the hero cards for Ken Thibodeau, and they are awesome. Now I got to get back to where I went to that. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty. Okay, well, now that I got that stuttering done, I froze for a minute. Actually, I didn't freeze. I was just trying to find my place. Things are about to change a little bit here on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. But I need your help every week. I'm so thankful for all the likes I get, and I need you to also share the page. You got that little, when you click that little like button, share that freaking page. My goal is to go from 15 to 2,500 average replays of my video and watching my video a week. I want to get that up in 2018. I want to get that up to about 20,000. Now, that's a pretty big, lofty goal, but I see a lot of increase every week. So I need your help. Please share. Steve Godwin, the Dirty Dog, is joined. So please share the link for Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars because I want a lot more people. I want 20,000. I want 20,000 people watching this show. So I need your help. I want that by the end of the year. So Dirty Dog, Steve Godwin, I know you got that many people on your friends page. So, but yeah, now when I say 20,000 people, I'm not looking for 20,000 knuckleheads. But I am looking for people who are interested in drag racing, front-engine drag racing, front-engine dragsters, gassers, rat rods, street outlaws, no-prep racing, horror conventions, Comic-Con, cigars, whiskey, moonshine. This is a real good time. I'd like to thank Andrew Wireman has joined in. I would like to thank the distillery of Wade Cuevas for providing me with this. Excuse me, so y'all can see me pouring this wonderful coconut moonshine out of Mississippi. It is wonderful. It's totally legal. Wasn't bootlegged over here or anything. But excuse me for just a minute while I partake of this. Ooh. Lynn likes it when I do that. Harry Mancuso. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're joining me. The Southern horror queen, Lynn Gibson, is here now.
That's me.
You had a pretty good show Monday night.
I did. Well, I kind of got away with me because I partook a little bit in the moonshine, and it was a crazy night.
But now we have a sponsor. We have an alcohol sponsor, Naked Wines,
We do.
which you're drinking right now.
I am.
But with you trying to hoard in on my moonshine, the moonshine is my thing.
But Wade bought me my own moonshine.
But you weren't drinking your own moonshine. You were drinking mine. You like the coconut.
I do like the coconut.
That 140 proof stuff over there is a little hot for you, isn't it?
I was afraid of what my mouth would do.
Man.
So
I opened a bottle of that thing and my eyes started watering. But yeah, that's a little bit of the, and I said moonshine, I stopped right there, but then tools, shop tips, car tips, product reviews, product offers. Ronnie and Lori Owens are in the house.
hey guys.
And pretty good money saving tips. I mean, we've got a lot of discount codes that we give out and tell people about, and we've worked with some businesses. My man, Tony Carr.
We missed you.
I missed you for Christmas, Tony. I thought you were coming out.
I didn't cook. That's why he didn't come. He wasn't cooking.
That's probably right. Brandon Bell's checked in. Man, we're rolling tonight. But everybody loves saving money. So, keep following Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. Here comes the king. And we will show you how to save money. And like I said, we work a lot of alliances with a lot of different companies to get discount codes for our customers. Now, we don't make anything off of that. It's just for the people that watch and follow the show. It's just a little something extra for y'all. And believe it or not, I use them too.
Best way to save money, y'all, is to spend the husband's money every time.
Oh, okay. Hey, and if you don't want to save money, I tell you what you can do. Tell me the parts that you need. I will call, use the discount code, and you can pay me what the part originally cost. So I'll be making I'll be making the 10%.
Okay. More money for me.
I don't know. It's a never-ending battle. Let's see. That part I don't want to cover. That part. Yeah. All right. I want to do a little recap of some of our guests for the show for 2017. I had the fastest man in drag racing call into the show, Mr. Clay Milliken, and we really thank him for that. What was that? And one of the dogs just growled at me. I said Clay Milliken, and the dog growled. That ain't good. Let's see. Jeff Began, the owner of the American Drag Racing League, the ADRL, and RJS Safety Equipment, called in. Uncle Jesse Holmes with Southern Outlaw Gassers Organization. He's a great guy. He sent us shirts.
No, he did.
He's something. Let's see. My good buddy, the driver of the front engine dragster Bittersweet, the dirty dog himself, Steve Godwin, has called in from time to time. Charlie Benson, the front engine dragster from New York, who laid down a killer 647 at 217 miles an hour at Rockingham. This is his hero card. Got a dragster on the front and a picture of a picture of him right here. And I like it when he sent me this. He had actually had these printed up, and the time he had on it was 6:53 at 215 miles an hour. Well, he was real cool. Before he sent this to me, he changed the time on it. He drew a line through it and put the 6:48 on it. So, dirty dog, ball's in your court. Ryan Carey, ball's in your court. Let's see. Oh, plus the donuts. His wonderful wife, Raffaella Tantillo Benson. She sent me donuts, apple cider donuts. Christina Bestman. I like that name. Dale Burrell, my buddy from Picayune, Mississippi, is in the house. Bestman. Christine Bestman. I like that. But she sent me those apple cider donuts, and those were unbelievable. Lynn actually threw the box away, I think, last week.
It's a shame.
It was been empty for a month.
He wouldn't let me throw it away.
It smelled good. I could smell the donuts in it.
Dear God.
And they had their bakery is Tantillo Farms Bakery in Gardner, New York. It's over 100 years old, and it's a family-owned bakery. Hey, actually, Steve, that's a good thing. I just did a promo for TK just a little while ago. Do a favor. While you're online, he's probably sitting in a crane. I talked to him. He was sitting in the crane watching TV. But check Tommy Killingsworth Jr. That's Killingssworth Killingsworth Jr. I just promoted him a minute ago. If you didn't hear it, I put his number down there. But shoot him a message. Tell him what you need. He'll take care of it for you. He does great work. I saw what he did with Ken's. Awesome. And then I have friends who are actors that call in. Mm-hmm. Josh TKO Turner, which today when Sandy Thibodeau and Ken were here, Josh had sent Sandy's son and daughter, I think, some autographed pictures. So Josh sent those to me, and he made them out to Jeremy and Emily.
I think so.
No, Jeremy and Allison.
I know Jeremy.
Jeremy was definitely one. But, yeah, that's cool.
Josh is a fantastic guy.
Oh, Steve Godwin just, I'm getting more wives watching this show that are it's kind of scaring me because it's like y'all are fighting against us. Godwin the dirty dog himself just texted me and said that Laura Gray is watching. That's Moonshine Mike's better half.
Oh, okay.
The owner of the Bittersweet Dragster.
All right.
The dirty dog drives.
Good to have you.
Yeah, man. Let's see. We got and Josh is a wrestler and on The Walking Dead. And, another one of my goodies, stunt guy. TK Tommy Killingsworth Jr. New Facebook page, hot off the presses. TK Designs. So there you go, Godwin. Check that out. TK, the letters TK. He's in North Carolina. I have to spell it out for him. TK Designs. Son Jeremy and girlfriend Allison. Sandy just corrected me. See, again, I wasn't wrong. I made a mistake, but corrected.
It happens. I hear Miss Sandy was digging the moonshine.
Let me tell you about this. When the Thibodeaus came over today, it was funny. Ken, I fixed him a quart of the apple pie moonshine, or the coconut moonshine provided to the show by Wade Cuevas. And I handed Ken the jar, and he said he was trying to put it down. I said, "No, man, taste it." So he took the top of it, and Ken does this. He goes, "Oh, yeah, that's good." And Sandy goes, "Well, can I try it?" And she goes, "Oh, that's excellent."
And then y'all had to pry it from her hand.
Yeah. Well, she took the quart. She took the quart and went to the car with it. But
it's us little girls that can hold that liquor, and Sandy.
And she was very thankful that I had said on a show a few weeks ago that she was 5'3".
Yeah.
She's 4'11" and a quarter.
I don't get to look down at many people, but she's shorter than me.
And let's see, another buddy, actor Chris Heskey. Now, Heskey was in Jack Reacher. He was in Logan. He's been in other things. He does stunt work. He was here filming not too long ago. I don't know if he's in the new Bonnie and Clyde movie that they're fixing to start doing here, but we'll find. So the show is very diverse, has a broad following, has a lot of people call in. Speaking of call-ins, you know what I don't have right now?
Your phone.
My phone.
Where is it?
It should be over there on the counter. It's on the bar. Speaking of bar.
Yeah.
Smooth. Oh, I need to turn my cell phone on because I'm sure the dirty dog heard me talking about him. I had to try to call in. So it's a diverse show. It has a broad following, but I want more. Message me what you think I can add to the show. If there's something else I can add to the show, let me know. And before long, if we keep adding stuff, it may get longer. I may add another night. I may go longer. And I'm kind of already looking at doing that. I don't know if I'm going to try to do a longer show or do a regular show here on Armed Radio, do my regular 1 hour on Armed Radio, and then keep doing an edition after that, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to cover, and especially the way the calendar is blowing up now, not only with our stuff, with the events that we've got coming in. So I've got to do a little bit of decision. Also, you can check out our website, whiskeycarcigars.com. It's getting revamped right now. Tony Lawson just joined in. It's getting revamped right now, and we're doing a whole lot of stuff to it. There's going to be a storefront on it. There's going to be places where you can order from different companies. So that's whiskeycarcigars.com. It'll have updates of where the car is going to be, where we're going to be, where Lynn's going to be, all kind of cool stuff. Lynn's over here slapping at the dog. She just don't throw my Emily hat at the dog. So the website's being built. It's getting tricked out. It's getting all kind of weird crap on it, done to it that I don't know. Silence is on. Silence. Jared Skollmeyer. Silence.
I don't get that here.
You're not supposed to have that in radio. Yeah. Live, but it'll have video, live feeds, streams, shopping, advertising, all kind of new stuff. So check it out. I told you last week the show is going nuts for 2018. We have live event races and cons that we're going to be at, and we're going to be doing broadcast at, and we have drop-ins from the shop during the week. Now, I did a couple this week, just different than I think I did one last week of different little things that we're doing in the shop. Working tips. We're going to include that to be on some of the projects, some of the rat rods, the dragsters that we're working on in the shop, and different things like that. So that's something you're going to want to go ahead and like us on Facebook, Whiskey Cars and Cigars. But check that out, and you can follow different things going on in the shop. And it's a pretty comical place sometimes. Let's see. Harry Mancuso says he rides a 1999 Super Glide, but I watched you guys, a lot of fast cars, 65 GTA, born to go fast from Jersey. Well, that's good. I like that. So help me share. Hey, well, all you people, Britt Cummins has just joined in, and we got a little funny story to talk about. Britt, he's waxing right now.
I'm going to leave that alone.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I don't want to get off my script too bad. Just everybody knows that Britt Cummins is waxing. Kathy Gumbiner has just joined. She's tagged me tagged my page. So that's cool. But I need everybody to tag, share, link, like, do everything. But share. 20,000 is the number I'm going for on this show by the end of the year. 20,000. That's 20,000 people watching the videos. If 10,000 of you want to just watch it twice, I think that would help. That will help. Okay. So we're working on it. So this looks like a good time. Since I've mentioned Brick Cummins, this looks like a good time to plug some of our products, like Renegade Racing Fuel. Racers that win, pour it in. Cole, I never get it wrong anymore.
You said that.
I shouldn't have. Racers that win, pour it in. Renegade Racing Fuel. We have all flavors available at Vampire Chassis and Performance Metal Finishes here in Independence, Louisiana. You can call me at 985-878-5495 to get a price to see, but our prices can be beat. They can't. We got it by the gallon. We got it by the drum. We got moonshine by the quart. Oh, we don't sell that too. We just drink it. Hey, Brent, this is awesome. This is coconut moonshine. Ooh. It'd be really good in pina coladas.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Here's something I was trying to tell Ken about. I was watching one of the owners of Renegade Racing Fuel talking about their fuel. And one of the things that he was talking about, the way Renegade is designed, it is the alcohol causes condensation and the no coconut. Oh, you're allergic to coconut. Or he doesn't like coconut. If you like pina coladas, man, you love it. Oh, it's on a 3. What's 3 plus 4?
7.
7.
Dear God. I got watermelon, Britt.
Oh, yeah, she's got watermelon too, but it's like 140.
It will put you on your ass.
But, I mean, never mind. I'm not going there. But anyway, back to the Renegade Racing Fuel. The guy at Renegade was talking about how Renegade Fuel was designed for alcohol in mind. It doesn't, alcohol fuel waters up, your oil will water up in your race car if you've got your fuel settings a little bit off, condensation, things like that with the fuel. Fuel gets passed into the crankcase. But Renegade is one of the design features in Renegade is to help cut that down substantially. And when you cut that down, that saves the number of times you have to change your oil, you have to change your filter, so you can get, it doesn't affect your parts as bad from having a broken down oil with moisture in it. So, pretty cool. Didn't know if y'all knew that or not. The Renegade Racing Fuel, racers that win, pour it in. Just ask Slate Cummins. Just ask Britt Cummins. Just ask Mr. Larry Cummins. Did I forget anybody?
Oh.
So not only do you get the fuel at a good price, you also save the amount of money you have to spend on oil and oil filters. Renegade Racing Fuel. Available at Vampire Chassis and Performance Metal Finishes in Independence, Louisiana. I want to get back to the drop-ins. I was talking about the drop-ins of A.D. Fisher. Ooh, that's a nice rat rod. The videos are shot in a real working shop. We do chassis work, powder coating, sandblasting, body work, welding, machining. It's a working hot rod shop. It's not a TV shop. We do dragsters, we do race cars, we do cigar butts on the floor.
Right next to that Renegade Racing Fuel barrel.
Grumpy old man hanging around bitching. Moonshine partakings in the shop. Now, that's a new word. I always like to have a few new words on the show every week, and partakings is one of my new words. You like that? Partakings. Partake is, you take, you use, you drink.
I know what partake means. Well, are you on a mission to crucify the English language?
Well, no, I just think there's some words in the English language that they forgot. So I generally, when I do these drop-in videos during the shop, I've usually been working all day, so I'm tired, I'm dirty, but I think it's something that you might like or what I care about. So, why are you looking at me like that?
Enjoying my naked wines over here.
All right, well, back to Ken Thibodeau and Sandy. They stopped by the shop today and partook in the coconut moonshine. Ken dropped off some goodies for me. Got my two-step for the ignition. And he dropped off a set of powder valve covers for me to powder coat for his dragster, Spit and Sputters.
What color?
Chrome.
Okay.
I'm doing them chrome. And I will say this to Ken. The gaskets and the amount of Permatex on those valve covers, damn! You got to save some Permatex for the rest of us, Ken. I mean, there was a lot. The sand didn't even want to take it off, but I got it all cleaned off and I got them ready. Richard Boyle is joined, so I've got it all ready, and we're going to get those coated in the morning. I'd like to thank Miss Sandy and Kim for turning me on to Hemp Works. Where's my stuff at?
Right behind your moonshine.
Oh, I didn't see it. It was over there behind the moonshine. This is my Hemp Works. This is a hemp oil. Let me get it on the right camera. This is a hemp oil, 500 milligrams. I ran out a couple of days ago, and I'm feeling it right now. I thought the UPS guy came while I was getting a shower for the show tonight, but I really love this stuff. And when I go 3 or 4 days, 2 or 3 days without it, I can feel it because of the aches and pains and broken bones and arthritis and things that I have. I love this stuff. So my new bottle should be, I thought it'd be here today, but I guess it'll be here tomorrow. You would like to try, get information on this, inbox me, ask me about HempWorks, I'll let you know. Now, I'll get you headed in the right direction and to get you to order some of it so you can try it and see if you can feel as good as I do when I'm taking it. But for an extra $20, you can become affiliate for HempWorks. And once you start taking this stuff and you start talking about how good things that don't hurt anymore, the pain that's gone away, some of the problems that you've had. Now, I had a insect bite that got stung by a wasp, and I rubbed a little of this on the bite. It stopped hurting. It never swole up.
That's interesting.
So for me, it worked really well. But if you want to earn a little bit of extra money, which everybody can, we talked about that earlier, everybody can use extra money. Check this out. It's HempWorks. Inbox me. Freddie Roseman has joined.
Hey, Freddie.
Inbox me. I'll get you information on this stuff. You can check it out for yourself. You can give it a try. I'm telling you, if you try it, you will like it. And everybody needs a little extra money. If you're a mom and need a little extra money, or a small household, or retired people, or anybody that needs some extra money, it's when you order the bottle. I think the bottle's $69, and you get. I've got mine set up on auto ship where I get one every month. So pay $89, and then when you start telling people about it, you'll start making money on it. They get what was that report I got? It's a payday report. They send you a payday report when it's time for you to get paid and make money. Great little business to earn some extra income. Single moms, retired people,
Wives that need to get out of the house.
Yes, definitely wives that need to get out of the house. Hey, Sandy, how about sending Ken over here to help me in the shop for a couple of days next week? Now we get into a little racing now. Now in 5 nights, I think it's January 15th. Does that rain? It's raining again. Rick Mead has joined in. Glenn Spillman has joined in. Jack Daniels gets the job done, says Harry Mancuso. But I tell you what, man, this coconut moonshine from Wade Cuevas, this is awesome. But anyway, 5 nights, January 15th, you can catch the new Street Outlaws Memphis with JJ DeBoss and Precious and the entire crew in Memphis. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good show. It's a lot of racing and a little good old boy country when you throw JJ into it. I like the guy. The first time I saw JJ on Street Outlaws, I thought he was a horse's ass. But the more I watched him, I started kind of liking. And Lynn told me, she said, I know why you don't like him. I said, yeah, because he's a horse's ass. She said, no, because he's just like you.
I said it.
I can't believe she said that. But so I reached out to him, and I followed the Street Outlaws Memphis site. So I urge you, if you're into Street Outlaws, check out the new show, Street Outlaws Memphis. Like their Street Outlaw Memphis page. And he got back with me, and a few nights later, I wished him Happy New Year, and I was really surprised because I got a thank you, sir, from him. So, he seems to be a respectful guy, and that goes a long way with me. So I wish him the best on his new show, and hopefully when he comes down, if he comes down here to race Kai Kelly's and the boys, Barry Nicholson and the guys in Street Outlaws New Orleans, hopefully I can get over there and meet him and some of his outlaws. Maybe get him to call in the show. Hold on. Speaking of call-ins, I don't know if I ever turned my phone on. Oh, yeah, it came on. Ooh, I only missed 4 calls. Well, I'm sorry about that. If you want to call back in, you can do that. If you don't, if I missed you, I apologize. I had my ringer turned off, so I didn't see it flash. Now, let's see. Alan Faulkner, another front-engine dragster guy, sent me a message about a race at I-22 Speedway, and I believe it's pronounced Eldred, Alabama, May 4th and 5th. I'll have a link up on the page for that, about that race, just as soon as I get. I think I've got the link up now that's just talking about the race, but I think they're trying to get a flyer and everything put together and get that to me. So that's in the next few months. They got May 4th and 5th. They got a little bit of time, so I got some time to get. Wait, would you quit doing that? You're sitting there doing your nails while I'm doing my show.
I'm not saying nothing.
That's the problem.
Oh.
But I can hear that. You know they can hear that on the radio. You're sitting next to the microphone. It's amazing the things you don't think about. Speaking of thinking, I think it's time for me to have another sip of moonshine. All right. Let's see. Oh, speaking of Britt Cummins, I needed to throw this in there. Britt Cummins messaged me about Savage Performance Foot Brake 150 event, March 23rd and 25th, or excuse me, 23rd through 25th at Gulfport Dragway. The contact for that is Galen Rollison at 228-323-7325 for more information. It's going to be, it's going to be a 150-car field. And I do know that Moser Engineering and Renegade Racing Fuels are sponsors, along with other sponsors, but we don't deal with them, so we deal with Renegade Racing Fuel and Moser Engineering. So we are mentioning them. Now, if some of the other sponsors at that event would like for us to mention them, contact me at Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. And remember, racers that win, pour it in. Renegade Racing Fuel. Available at Performance Metal Finishes and Vampire Chassis in Independence, Louisiana. You like that? So get your tickets ready. Get your cars ready. Galen joined one of my pages yesterday, and I didn't really know who he was, but I saw he had a link to Britt's site. So I texted Britt, and I said, hey, man, who is this guy Galen? And Britt said he was a good guy. Don't kill him. So he's okay in my books. You know, Britt told me not to kill him, so that's good. Some of the other people that, never mind, we won't go there. You're mad because I stopped you from. All right. We're talking about Wade Cuevas. Now I'm going to talk about Paul Cuevas.
I don't know him.
You don't know Paul. I don't know Paul. I got a message from Paul on Wade's, on one of the pages that him and Wade both administer. Rick Mead, and Glenn Spillman. Now, Glenn Spillman is a buddy of mine here on Armed Radio. He's got a show directly after my show tonight, Sports Insider. He also has another edition of Sports Insider on Friday nights. But then he also has a show before that on Friday night called Cellar 13 Films. And he is a actor, writer, producer, director, stunt guy. He does it all in the movies. He's a cool guy. He's had a friend of his named Sean Taylor who was on the show with him. And Sean passed away last week. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. Yeah, a few days ago. No, I think it was last week. Sean passed away. And Sean was part of the Armed Radio family, and we're going to miss him. I had comments and from him when I would tune into Glenn's show and message stuff. Sean would comment back and talk. So he was a really nice guy. I know that's hard on Glenn and Sean's family and everybody that's with them. But just keep that family in your prayers. Just have a moment of silence for him. He was a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he was.
So, but all right, back to Paul Cuevas. Paul Cuevas has announced tonight about the third annual Chevy C10 Roundup, will be held May 5th at the Harrison County Fairgrounds in conjunction with the Harrison County Arts and Crafts Festival. They're working on flyers, so when they get the flyers, I'll have those up on the Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars page. It's a good family-oriented show. I think they will also have a swap meet. So the swap meet is one of the things that I've been trying to push and get out there and get going for the C10s on the coast. So that may be our event. Gulfport Dragway hasn't contacted me back about doing a swap meet at one of their upcoming events, I think in February. So we may just have to shoot for this one. And as the spring and the summer get closer, man, more and more events are starting to call in for us to promote. I'm digging that. Now, Britt Cummins, he was talking a little while ago. I talked to him, or got a message from him last night. He was in Vegas, and then a few minutes ago, I was talking to him, and he said he was busy waxing. Now, I was thinking that he was still in Vegas and getting waxed, but evidently I was wrong, or I was mistaken. No, he's waxing the car hauler. Oh. So that I feel a lot better. And you know, if he's waxing the car hauler, he's probably drinking that Michelob Ultra. That's not even water. Michelob Ultra. Try some of this. I gave you some apple pie moonshine, man. Put that Ultra down and drink some real stuff.
What's that ditch water?
Man, that just is amazing. Amazing. So let's see. Maybe I can at the Foot Break 150. Maybe I can get in the booth, do some live shots there, some live feeds there. Get in the booth for a little while. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be good for you.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Oh, and Galen, if you're listening, if you hear the playback on this, Britt, if you're still listening, this is what I want to know. I want to know if the Foot Break 150 is going to have free admission for active duty military and first responders, with their ID, of course. But that's something I want to know. So, Britt, if you're still on, pop me and let me know if we can make that happen. Because I'm an ex-Navy guy, and that CB base is right there on the coast, and I could probably run over there and drum up a few to come to the race.
Army MASH base is there too.
Oh, okay. That's probably at Keystone. It's probably at the CB base. All right. This is great. I just got something in from last week. I talked about Hawaiian Island Shines. It's a new product that we've got that we haven't been able to test yet because of this wonderful Louisiana weather. But this is a car show quality. Let's see. We got the tire.
Wet look and satin.
Wet look and satin tire refinish.
Wash and wax. Treatment for your leather and plastics.
We got the diamond shine. We got the diamond shine and the aluminum polish. These are products that we can't wait to use. We're going crazy using them. As I'm doing the show, Doug Smith, the owner of that company, just sent me a promo code. He's got a promo code for me. They put together a promo code. Wow. They got a one-time promo code. I'll have the links up on the show after the site. If you have a car show, if you have a car show car, if you have race cars, anything, even if you have your personal car, like Jezebel, Lynn's Camaro, which she keeps spotless, except for the way we're having this weather now. Look, I'll have the links up to the site. You can look at all of Hawaiian Island Shine's products. He just sent me a 20% off code with a minimum order of $40, no expiration date. And then once you're part of his Ohana, I got no idea. He lives in Hawaii, so I don't know what that is. You get 10% off forever. So that's 20% off on their first order with Hawaiian Island Shine. And when you see this product, I tell you from what I've heard about it, it is unbelievable. You can mention the Johnny Blunder Show. You can use the promo code ACC. for 20% off. And then once you get on his
Sure, it's not ASS.
no, it's ACC for 20% off. Hawaiian Island Shine. Check it out. We will be updating you more on that. It was the wet look tire and the satin look tire. We will update you that as soon as we've got weather where we can clean everything. Everything's dirty here and we need to clean it. But it's just raining and we just can't get out there to clean it. It's either raining or it's really cold. Or sometimes it's really cold and raining. We don't like either one of those. But yeah, that's Hawaiian Island Shine. I will have the link up on the Whiskey Cars and Cigars, and you will be able to pick up Hawaiian Island Shine on the new whiskeycarscigars.com website. That's something that's being added to that, so you can check that out. But don't forget, you can use the 20% off code for an order of $40, and the prices on this stuff is incredible. It is incredible. McGuire's, Turtle Wax, all that kind of stuff. Throw it out the door. Order this product. You will love it. That's pretty good, 20% off. That's the biggest bump that anybody's given us. I mean, we've got a lot of 10s, a lot of 15% coupon codes that we've done for people, but 20% plus 10% off on the rest of your orders forever.
That's awesome.
So that's Hawaiian Island Shine. All right, now I jumped over that because that blast came up. And, yeah, I'm not going to say that, Brett. Waxing thing.
Got him a Brazilian.
No, man.
I'm supposed to know.
Yeah, I don't want to know. So let's see. We've got the Fury Dragster is going to be at Pensacon, February 23rd through 25th. That's Pensacola, Florida.
Yes.
At the Pensacola Center?
I'm not sure.
In Pensacola.
Massive website, Pensacon.com.
Yes, Pensacon.com. The Adrian's Fury Dragster will be there along with my lovely wife, Arthur Lynn Gibson, with all of her books. T-shirts. All kinds of goodies. You know, I don't know why I keep repeating you. You're on the mic, too. How's your wine?
It's wonderful.
You know, that is one of the wines from one of our other sponsors, Naked Wines.
It is.
You can...
the whole bottle tonight.
Did you really?
Not yet.
Oh, my God.
I was warning you.
Oh, Lord. Ooh, she's drinking a whole bottle of wine. May give you a good night after all. Or not. You know, all right. Let's see. Uncle Jesse Holmes, he's got some races coming up with the Southern Outlaw Gassers.
Oh, was it March 10th?
10th and 11th, March 10th. Yes, March 10th. Mm-hmm. And then he's got another one that's later on the year, but we'll keep it updated, keep everybody covered on that.
I'm looking forward to meeting those guys.
I am too. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm glad you did. Doug Smith with Hawaiian Island Shine just did spell check. For the 20% off with Hawaiian Island Shine, the coupon code is WCC.
Close for the first time.
WCC. Well, I see the A and the W are close together. I fat finger things all the time. So people have to, whenever I send somebody a message, they have to look to either side. When they see a word and they're not sure what it is, they have to look to either side to figure out exactly what it is. But yeah, 20% off Hawaiian Island Shine. Like I said, their information will be up on Whiskey Cars. It may already be up on Whiskey Cars and Cigars, but if it's not, it will be up there tonight. You can check that out. Hey, you can replay the show and hear this wonderful coupon code. They have got a ton of products. Everything you want to detail your car. And it doesn't have to be a race car or a show car. You know what? It's on at 7:47, so that means it's a time for a little bit of moonshine. Smooth. Now it's time for a little bit of water. There we go. But let's see. For everybody who has messaged in and listened to the show tonight, after the show. It may take a little while, but I am going to send everybody who has listened to the show tonight a $100 off wine voucher for our sponsor, Naked Wines. So you can order a case of wine and get $100 off of it. What you think? Think that's cool?
That's good.
Think I should do that?
I think it's like $40-$50. Get you a case of fantastic.
And they've got wine from all over the country. They've got wine from California, Europe, Australia.
Yeah. Let me see where this is from.
Oh, she's going to see where this bottle that she's knocking out tonight's from. Any longer arms? That's California. That's Napa Valley.
2004.
Ooh, 2004 was a very good year. Evidently, it was a great year because she has just finished this bottle. Pour the rest of it in there. There's a drop. All right. There you go. You got it.
Let me see the label.
Sauvignon Blanc. So yeah, that's cool. Naked Wines. Everybody watching tonight, Doug Smith, I'm going to send you a $100 wine voucher as well. So everybody gets a $100 voucher. Now you got to be over 21. Don't want anybody under 21 using it. You can't. That's illegal. They got an ID check that they use when you do your order. But yeah, everybody gets a $100 wine voucher tonight. Hey, Godwin, why hadn't you used yours? Or have you? You need another one? I can hook you up. I know the guy. I got plenty of them. I love Naked Wines. They're one of our great sponsors. They are. Now, tomorrow night at 8 Eastern time is Pot Talk with the man who we haven't heard from tonight. He's my producer. He's in Boston. His name is Jimmy Bell, and he has, what is it called? The Snow Bomb? What is it? This winter bomb or something that they're having in Boston. So he has power, but he has no water.
Monday when I talked to him.
16 inches of snow.
But it's warming up. I think it's going to be there tomorrow, so it'll just turn into soup.
Awesome. But Jimmy's got a show tomorrow night called Pot Talk, Politically Offensive Talk. If you are a liberal, this is a show that you should listen to. You will really, really explode. It's wonderful. You'll love it. And then after that, I can't remember what's after that.
Joe Rocks?
Well, Joe Rocks comes on at 10. Jimmy's on at 7. There's a show after.
Something to consider.
Something to consider. That's it. I have a rundown of all the shows I did. There's another video on my webpage that I did last night, and it is a rundown of the weekly schedule on Armed Radio. So it's not just whiskey, cars, and cigars. And by the way, I'm not smoking a cigar tonight. Just simply because I'm just exhausted and don't feel like it.
I would like to clarify something there.
Okay.
Joe Savino, which is the owner of Armed Radio.
That's our boss.
He did a drop in yesterday, I think.
Yes.
Where he was talking about all of the shows and giving kind of a description of them.
Yes.
And of course, I start the week out with a Twisted Horror Queen show.
Yes.
He described my show as that I am affiliated.
Yes.
Not so much, y'all. I am affiliated with the paranormal and anything bloody, gory, or gruesome.
Horror.
Just wanted to say that.
Horror. Yes.
Great Southern Baptist. That skin cringes every time we talk.
This is true.
No cult.
No
cult.
Say that. Okay. Got that out there. Got that taken care of. That's all straightened out.
I think he's concerned because I've threatened him with a voodoo doll.
That could
That's
be.
not a cult, though.
Not good. So, okay. I know. But Joe Rocks has his show, Night Talk with Joe Rocks, tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So whatever time zone you're listening from, and Doug out there in Hawaii, I got no freaking idea what time zone that is. Check it out. It's good. Yeah. I've got a list out in the shop. But if you look on Whiskey Cars and Cigars page, I did a rundown last night of all the shows on the network. Don Wisman has a show.
Amy Shafalo.
Amy Shafalo she's a rock chick. I like her.
I like her too.
I haven't listened to her show because she comes on a little too late for me. I'm usually already counting sheep by then. Mm-hmm. But it's all rock and roll, so it's good. Kathy Gumbiner has a show and with Mike Darrow. And then who was the girl making crab cakes last night? The
girl that looks like Jess.
Maria Gentile.
Yeah.
Maria Gentile.
She's pretty cool. I like her.
I'd like to have some of those crab cakes she was making last night. I love crab cakes. When I lived in Baltimore, crab cakes are the thing in Baltimore. But you can catch us next week. We got a lot more racing stuff. We're getting settled into the new year. We got a lot of stuff going on in the shop. The shop's killing me right now. Speaking of which, none of my shop guys have tuned in tonight. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
They're always here.
Yeah.
But, the shop's loaded up. We got a lot of work in the shop. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to be covering. We got a lot of drop-ins that we're going to start doing. Jesse Holmes just mentioned me in a post. I love Uncle Jesse. Jesse Holmes is the Southern Outlaw Gassers guy.
Can't wait to meet you.
Can't wait to see Uncle Jesse when we get out there. He's got 2 events. He's got GDO 7, Gasser Blowout 7. That's in Atmore. And that is late. I don't have my calendar.
I want to say it's in August.
You know what I do? I will blow out my notes and jump to my event schedule for the dragster because we've already got that scheduled in the dragster. For the dragster to be there. Let's see. Here we go. That's sponsorship packages. They got Gasser's Grudge Fest. That's in Holt, Florida, February 10th. That's coming up. Then Uncle Jesse's got March 10th as Southern Outlaw Gassers Blowout in Atmore, Alabama. Then the other one I was thinking of in September is the Johnny Jordan's Time Warp at Cottonwood, Alabama. That's the other one. That's the other one we're thinking about. It's going to be a real interesting year. Got a lot of stuff going on. We're working on the dragster furiously now. We're working on the Fury dragster furiously now. Trying to get it ready for our March 10th date or February 10th date.
I'm going to use some of that. Our new product on the dragster.
Yeah, I can't wait to try that Hawaiian Island Shine.
Yes.
Yeah, I would actually. You saw me walk out there in the trailer today. I actually started to try it on the front tires.
That's not what you do. That's my job.
Yeah, but I didn't just when I opened it was just dusty and damp, and I just didn't want to do it there.
Yeah, let Mama handle it.
Yeah, you'll take care of that. But yes, Hawaiian Island Shine. Right now, they've got the discount code for Hawaiian Island Shine, WCC, and that's for 20% off, plus 10% off all the rest of your orders. So that's cool. That is good, and it's a good product. I can't wait to see how it does. And I contacted them to ask them about it using it on powder coating because, hey, that's what my business is, powder coating. He sent me back today that you can be used on powder coating, no problems. In fact, one of the solutions, he said, actually dilute it 3-to-1 to use it on powder coating to make it weaker. So the great thing about this stuff is the prices on it are really, really good. It also, we got a 32 ounce, a quart of the wash and wax. And when I looked at the wash and wax, it mixes 2 ounces to 5 gallons of water.
Yeah, that would do one of the Cummings trailers. I need like 2 gallons to do my
Right. But yeah, Cummins Motorsports, they've got 200 feet of truck and trailer and tow their home to do. So they're looking at it already. Hawaiian Island Shine. Use the code WCC for 20% off, and then when you get listed with them, 10% off for all the rest of your orders. And asking to put a coconut in the box for you. It's in Hawaii. Coconut, or one of them Lays. Put a lay in there. Well, the thing they wear around the neck.
I know what a lei
Okay,
is.
all right. You country girl, Mississippi. I didn't know if you knew what that was or not.
I grew up 5 miles away from you.
Yeah, but I was in the city. I was in the city, but you was out there in the woods.
We still don't have red lights where I live.
That's because there's nothing where you live.
Cow crossing.
Yeah, cow crossing. They got 2 cow crossings and a deer crossing there. It's one of the few places that you drive in that says, "Welcome to Walkeye Bluff," and then right behind, or industrial, and then right behind it, there's another sign that says, "Come again." But yeah, I see Uncle Jesse mentioned this, so I can't wait to get out there to those events. But
Go to
yeah,
church
man.
the day before we get there, Jesse.
But yeah, I see Uncle Jesse mentioned. Oh, I clicked myself live on my other computer. I won't do that again.
Yeah, you will.
I probably will. So I just had one new word tonight, partakins.
Yeah.
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's see. We've got some new rat rod well, not a new rat rod project, but one of the rat rod projects in the shop. We're going to do about 10, 15 minutes on it next week. We've got some pictures that I'm going to be incorporating into. I think I figured out how to make pictures come up while I'm doing this broadcast on Facebook. So we'll see if I get disconnected next week. We'll know why. But yeah, let's see. I got 3 minutes.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Don't. No.
All right. Well, let's see. We had a pretty good showing tonight.
Yeah. We may actually have another new sponsor. Well, the Twisted Southern Horror Queen show will have a new sponsor for the Adrian's Fury Dragster, but we may be having a bigger sponsorship presence from these folks. We're working on that.
Cool.
Open Road Media.
And I'm still waiting on hearing from 2 other companies.
Yeah.
To see if they're going to, they contacted me about sponsorship on, one call about sponsorship on the dragster and one call about sponsorship on the fire suit, which we're still doing sponsorship packages on our new Adrian's Fury 2018 fire suit that I will be wearing in the car. It'll get a lot of coverage at all of our events, plus we will also be promoting it and the sponsors of that at all of the horror cons and comic cons and other events not related to drag racing that we will be at.
That's a great deal, guys. Y'all need to jump on that.
That's a really, that the fire suit deals are really good. It's small companies who want some national coverage, like Hawaiian Island Shine, that want to get their product out there and get it seen. And ProLube. Oh yeah, ProLube. I forgot to talk about that tonight. And Andrew was listening. Jimmy, does that mean you're ready for me to get the hell out of here?
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it. And to everybody listening on Armed Radio, please catch us next week. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you, and I'll talk to you next week. Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars here on Armed Radio.
I called a bartender. I said, "Look, man, come down here." He got down there. So what you want? One bourbon, one